Good morning. Today you'll need your learner's book, an exercise book and a pencil case. Today we're going to look at pages 74 and 75 of your learner's book, sorting objects and shapes. Let's take a look at some key words. Carol diagram. This is a carol diagram. We can use it to sort things. Today we're going to look at a carol diagram in detail. Venn diagram. This is a Venn diagram, and it is another way of sorting things. Do you remember this? We looked at it at the beginning of the year. Multiple. A multiple of a number is a number that is repeated, adding itself each time. For example, multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. Multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. Odd and even. We saw these words about a month ago. Odd. 5 is an odd number because if I make pairs or groups of 2, I have 1 extra. 10 is even because if I make pairs, I do not have 1 extra. 2D shapes are flat shapes. A circle is a 2D shape, and so are squares, triangles, rectangles, pentagon, and a hexagon. Remember, circles have 1 side, squares have 4 sides, triangles have 3 sides, rectangles like squares have 4 sides, pentagons have 5 sides, and hexagons have 6 sides. Now, let's take a look at some carol diagrams. A carol diagram is made of 1 or more columns or 1 or more rows. Each column has a title or rule. The rule for this carol diagram is vegetable in the first column. The second rule will be not the first, so not a vegetable. The first row of this Carroll diagram will be red. So the second rule for the second column will be not the first. So not red. We can put vegetables that are red in this first square. If we cross the column with the row, it gives us a red vegetable. For example, a pepper. If we cross the first column with the second row, we would have a vegetable that is not red. For example, broccoli. In the second column, we have not a vegetable, red. So cherries could go here because cherries are not vegetables but are red. In the fourth section, which crosses between not vegetable and not red, we could put, for example, bananas, because bananas are not vegetables and they are not red. Now, take a look at this Carroll diagram. We have 2 columns and 2 rows. Can you think of a rule for the first column? Well, here we have a red square. Here we have a blue square, and this is a green square. So this column is squares. This is squares, so this will be not squares. In fact, in this column we have a triangle, a pentagon, a parallelogram, and a triangle, which are not squares. In the row, the first row here, can you think of the rule? Yes, it's easy, right? All of these shapes are red. And so the rule for the second row is not red. So here we have a square that is red. Here we have shapes that are not squares and red. Here we have squares that are not red. And here we have not squares, not red. Let's take a look at another similar Carroll diagram. Again, can you think of a rule for these shapes? Well, in the first column here, we have an oval and another oval circle-y shape. And here we have a triangle and a rectangle in the second column. So we could have ovals, or we could have shapes with curved lines. So if this is curved lines, the rule here will be not curved lines. For the first row, obviously it's pink. And the rule for the second row is not pink. So this is a shape with curved lines, which is pink. A shape with not curved lines, that is pink. A shape with curved lines, that is not pink. And the shape that is not with curved lines and not pink. Now, on your exercise books, copy this carol diagram. The column titles or rules are red for the first column, not red for the second column. The rule for the first row is a toy, and of course for the second row it will be not a toy. Look at these four objects: a teddy bear, some ketchup, a model car, and some shorts. Draw these in your diagram in the correct position. Now complete your carol diagram on your exercise books using a pencil and a ruler. When you have finished, watch the video to check your answers. So, our first object is a model car. A model car which is red and is a toy. So it goes in the crossing between red and toy here. The second item is a teddy bear, which is not red, but is a toy. So it goes in the crossing between not red and toy here. Our next item is a bottle of ketchup, which is red and not a toy. So it goes here, the crossing between red and not a toy. Finally, we have a pair of shorts, which are not red and they are not a toy. So they go in the crossing between not red, not a toy, in here. Now look at page 74 of your learner's book. You'll see this carol diagram. Here you have a column, and here's the second column, and we have also two rows. Think of the title or rule for the first column and the second column. So this will be a rule, and this will be not this. Here we'll have another rule, and this will be not the first. We'll do the correction during the lesson. Also, try to copy and complete this particular exercise. We have a carol diagram with numbers. In the first column we have even numbers. In the second, not even numbers. 10, 20, 2, 6, 12 and 14 are even numbers. Not even numbers are 5, 15, 25 and 35. In the first row we have multiples of 5. 10, 20, 5, 15, 25, 35 are multiples of 5. And in the second row we have not multiples of 5, which are 2, 4, 6, etc. On your exercise book, copy this table and insert these numbers in the correct place. 21, 45, 16, 30, 100, 27, 32 and 95. You can pause the video now to copy this table and these numbers because they are not on your learner's book. That's all for today. Bye-bye.